Hello everybody, this is Gunhead70 and today's video is a review of the RGM 79N GM Custom, the EF-SF mass-produced mobile suit from Gundam 0083 Stardust Memory. It is a 1:144 scale high grade and was produced in 2011 by Bandai. Now, we'll get on with articulation, and first the head will go forward and back. Get a little closer. Moves up, moves down, a little bit side to side. These shoulders tend to get in the way, and it will rotate 360. The arms will also rotate 360, forward and back a little bit in there. So something just fell off. I don't know what that was. It was a thruster. Shoulder armor moves up and down. Arm moves up that far, rotates underneath the shoulder. It is double jointed, so you will get a nice little bend out of it there. I thought that was nice of Bandai to throw that in there. And then the hand will wiggle and rotate. The side skirt, well, first of all, the waist will rotate 360. Nothing gets in the way. The side skirts will move up that far, go back down. Front skirts will move up, all the way up, that far. They will move down. They can be cut and separated, so if you choose to do that, you can. The legs will move forward that far, back only that far. And the knee is kind of double jointed, but because of the armor, it doesn't allow it to do a complete bend, so that's about as good as it's going to get. And tearing my model apart here. It's not good. Anyway, the foot will go all the way forward, which I think is pretty neat, and it will go that far back. It's actually got two different joints, so it kind of has a little flip-flop action there. And then there's the ankle armor that will move up and down. Now, if you move the ankle armor, watch out for these minus molds here, because they're separate pieces, and if you go too far, they'll pop right back off, and you might actually lose them. So you got to keep an eye on that. Let's get the thruster back in there. Sorry about that. So anyway, that's everything for articulation. Now let's go into the accessories. Now you get a shield, which is actually a pretty nice shield. I actually like how it's rounded rather than the normal just kind of flat square shield. Although it would have made more sense to have that shield, considering that this mobile suit is mostly kind of squared and blocky anyway. But you have the mounting mechanism on the inside here, which is something new that I've never seen. It actually slides in, so you slide it in there, and then you mount it on the back side of the arm, or just put it in the other position like so, and then it would mount behind the arm. So you can do it either way, and it just it's not hugely secure, because in the back of the arm, a lot of kits use a poly cap in there, and this kit doesn't use a poly cap. It's plastic on plastic. So I'm guessing that once I paint it, it'll probably tighten up a little bit, but just something for you to be aware of, that the shield doesn't really want to stay in there that well. Could be just my kit, or it might be all of them. I'm not quite sure. But other than the shield, you get a beam, and of course he's got his beam saber on the back there. But curiously, you get two, and they're both identical. I'm not quite sure why Bandai put 2 of them in there. I'm guessing because there were some extra parts also in the kit, that there is another version of this, of the GM Custom. I'm just not aware which one it is. So I'll have to do some research and figure that out. Like I've said in the past, I'm not insanely knowledgeable on Gundam, so. But they do give you 2 beam sabers, so that's always nice. We have the machine gun or beam rifle here, and I've installed the trigger hand. Oddly enough, in the kit you get 2 of those. Let me see if I can find it on the tree here. Yep. You get a second one right there, but you don't have another piece of armor to go on the back of the hand. So I'm kind of wondering why they put 2 of them in the kit, but who knows why. So if you have other models and you'd like to use that one, you have an extra one to use now. In fact, you've got a lot of extra pieces to use. You get 2 of these kind of somewhat open hands, which they actually look really, really nice. I actually like them. And you get this hand here, which is for the left hand, which has the thumb slightly up higher. If you look at this one's just kind of an open hand, but this one has a thumb that's slightly higher. And from the pictures, it's to hold underneath the rifle. You know, whether it be there or underneath the stock of the rifle, it's to hold it, if you can see it like that, just to get a better pose out of it. And then you also get one hand, a right hand, to hold the beam saber. There's no left hand, it's just for the right. So you actually end up with 5 extra hands, not including the one that's still on the sprue that doesn't have armor for the back of the hand. So I don't count that one, because and then there's the sticker sheet, and I haven't put any of the stickers on because I do plan on painting this guy, so I haven't put any of these stickers on, but the stickers look pretty decent. I'm not a big fan of stickers, but I'll end up using these because you know, that's all I've got. I don't have any water slides for it. So now, how do I feel about the kit? Well, I'm not a big fan of the Universal Century stuff because of the way they look. They're kind of blocky, and I don't tend to go that route. I kind of like things from Gundam Seed and forward. So when honestly, I don't even have an RX-78 in my collection, and I should, because that was the one that started the whole thing, so it seems kind of wrong not to have one. I do have a GP01 in a master grade that was made in 1997 that I haven't put together yet, but that's it. It's this guy and that one. Those are the only ones that I have. So probably in the future I'm going to start getting more of those, but for now I've just got this guy put together. But anyway, back to my thoughts on the model kit. I think it's a nice kit. It's got a good amount of detail. They haven't gone overboard with panel lines and everything. The articulation is better than what I would think would be standard, which is, you know, they could have skimped out and had a single joint in the elbow, but instead they gave us a double jointed elbow. The head moves forward and back. It's kind of like a ball cap and a hinge kind of a deal in there, and they could have just used a ball cap. They could have skimped out on us in certain places, but they didn't. They put together a really nice model here. So I'm surprisingly impressed with it. And I'm probably going to do another video on where Bandai is going with a lot of their mobile suit designs, on how they build the models, but that's That'll be down the road there. So would I recommend this kit? Absolutely. It pretty much fulfills everything that I thought that it should. It's got good articulation. I like the detail. I like the proportions. It's, you know, this is the mass-produced suit, so it's a grunt suit, I guess you could say. So it doesn't have all the bells and whistles, but everything else is there, and I like it. So that about does it, and we'll see you next time.